Hello and welcome to this Excel tips video. I'm Sumit Bansal, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 different ways to get the day name from dates in Excel. So let's get started. Here I have these dates, and what I want is to get the day name for each of these dates. So whether it's a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday or so on. So the easiest way to do this would be to change the formatting of the cells so that instead of showing the dates, they would show the day name. And to do that, I'm going to select all these cells. I'm going to go to the Home tab here, and in Number Group, I'll click on this small dialog box launcher. And when I do that, it opens the Format Cells dialog box. You can also get the same thing when you select these cells, hold the Control key and press the 1 key. Now in the Format Cells dialog box, I'll select the Number tab, and here I'm going to click on Custom. And when I do that, it shows me the current formatting of these cells. And as of now, I have formatted these cells to show the date in DDMMYYYY format, which is date followed by month, number, and then the year. Now I'm going to edit this so that it shows me the day name instead. So I'm going to enter D 4 times. And when I do that, you can see in the preview, it shows me what would be the result in the active cell. So the active cell would show Wednesday. Now when I click OK, it's done. You have the day names instead of the date. Now one great thing about this method is that although you see the day names in the backend, these are still dates, so you can use them in calculation. You can see if I click on any cell in the formula bar, I still see the date. So if I have to, let's say, add 10 to any of these dates or all of these dates, then I can use this in formula A2 plus 10 and it gives me the result. So this is one good thing about it, that you can use this in formulas. Another thing that I want to show you is a different date format. So in this case, I have got the full day name, but if you want to get the short name, which is WED for Wednesday or THU for Thursday, then you can do that as well. So again, I'm going to select all these cells, hold the Control key, press the 1 key, and in the Format Cells dialog box within Custom, I'm going to only have D 3 times. And when you do that, it gives you the day name in the short format. Another easy way to get the day name from a date is by using the text formula. So here I have the dates, and I'm going to use the text formula, which takes 2 arguments. The first one is the value, which would be the date value in this case. And the second one is the format, where you will specify the format in which you want this value to be displayed. So in this case, this becomes my first argument, and then I need to specify the format in double quotes. So I would have double quotes and then D in the double quotes. Now this is the same format that we used in custom number formatting, and when I hit enter, it gives me the full day name here, and I can apply it to the entire column. If you want to get the short day name WED instead of Wednesday, then you can edit the formula. So here instead of 4 Ds, you can have 3 Ds, and now when I apply to the entire column, I get this result. Now, one major difference between this method and the custom number formatting method is that in the custom number formatting method, we changed this column itself. So we changed the days itself so that it showed us the day name, but in the backend, those were still dates, so you could use them in calculations. But in this case, we have the result in a separate column, and this is a text string. So the result that you get is a text string. It's not a number. So you cannot use this in formulas if that formula uses a date value. However, you can add prefix or suffix to this formula result. For example, let's say you have another column here where you have the sales data for each of these dates. Then you can add those dates here. So let me quickly show it to you. I'll insert a new column. Let's call this sales, and let's have some random numbers here. So I'll use the rand between formula, and let's have numbers between 100 and 1000. And let's display these as numbers. So these are, let's say, sales values. Then what I can do in this case is I can add these sales values to the result of the day name. So here I would have ampersand, then I can have something like colon and the space, and then ampersand and the sale value here. So now when I hit enter, it gives me this. So this is something you can do with this formula, where you get the day name separately, you then append the sales value here after the formula. Similarly, if you want, you can add a prefix. And the last method that I want to show you is by using the choose formula. Now this is not the best way to do this, and in most cases I would recommend you go with the custom number formatting method or the text formula method. But there is one scenario where you may want to use the choose formula. So let me first show you how the formula works. For the choose formula to work, you need a number, an index number, and then based on that index number, it is going to choose the values after it. For example, if I have a number 2 here and then I give 3 values, then it is going to choose the second value. If I give 3 here as the index number, then it is going to choose the third value. So what I want in this case is, before I use the choose formula, I need to calculate the index number, which would be the weekday number. So what weekday number is this? If it's a Monday, then it should be 1. If it's a Tuesday, then it should be 2, and so on. So to do that, I'm going to use the weekday formula, and within weekday formula, it takes the serial number, which would be the date, and then it asks me the type of return you want, whether you want the week to start from Sunday or from Monday or from any other day. Then in this case, I'm going to say I want my week to start from Monday, so that Monday would be 1, Tuesday would be 2, Wednesday would be 3, and so on. So now when I hit enter, it gives me the weekday number, and this is something that I can use in the choose formula. So this becomes my index number. So I have choose here. This becomes my index number, and then I would have 7 different values based on the weekday number. It will pick up those values. Now, because I want the day names, I can simply have, let's say, MON, and within double quotes. So you need to have the text string within double quotes. So MON for Monday, and I can have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now when I hit enter, it gives me Wednesday here, and I can apply it for the entire column. Now obviously this is a longer formula and a little more complicated than using the simple text formula, but there is one scenario where this could be useful. For example, let's say you are in a part-time job and you want to know whether you have, let's say, a list of dates, and you want to know whether that date is a working day for you or non-working day for you. And let's say you're working only Monday to Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday you're off. Then I can edit this formula here. Instead of Friday, I can have off, and similarly here I can do it for Saturday as well as Sunday. And here, instead of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I can have working or work day, whatever the text is. So I can have this here, same for Wednesday and same for Thursday. And now when I hit enter, it will give me whether the given date is a working day or an off day for me. Similarly, if you're managing a project, then maybe you have Mondays that are check-in calls. Then for all the Mondays, you can have check-in calls. For all the Thursdays, maybe you have a draft deliverable, then you can put those values there, and for the given dates, it'll quickly show you that value. So this is one scenario where choose function could be useful, but if all you want is the day name, then I recommend you either use the custom format method or the text formula. So these are 3 ways you can use to get the day name from a date in Excel. I hope you found this video useful. Also, if you're liking these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you never miss out on any new Excel tips video I come up with. Thank you and have a nice day.